All right, sync. There we go. Wow.
That was good.
Wow, we're fucking so linked, bro. That's fucking great. So.
Are we live?
Are we live? Yeah, fuck yeah, we live. All right. I need if I can. I just realized I need to turn my gain down, not up. Because now that this is bi-directional, it's gonna pick up more.
Yep.
So. I think that's good.
All right, everybody. Don't worry about the fact that he's still trying to figure out his microphone.
Well, okay, you should expect more. Or you should expect it to be louder the more direction the microphone can pick up.
Well, no, I know. Everyone expect more prep beforehand before we start recording in the future.
It was just a simple gain.
I know, I'm just giving you shit.
Fuck you.
And you're taking it like a child.
You know what? Thank you.
That's how you take everything.
Oh, we finally got Jasmine in on podcast episode.
Oh, for sure.
Because this is also her baby. We're clearly in the name. All of our names meshed into one. So, yeah. How are you feeling?
Fucking tired.
This is like your first podcast. Well, first podcast episode.
Yeah.
You're probably going to be brought on for more.
Mm-hmm.
And all we do on this podcast is have casual conversations, so...
Mm-hmm.
And that's the
I
fun
hear
part.
it every time.
No shit. Because I'm always telling you to not be so loud. Fucking
Lord.
sitting over there at your desk behind Canyon eating. His mic probably picked up all of that in the last episode.
Good.
Yeah, no, like, my mic was picking up so much, like, I could hear it. Like, I know, even with my headphones on, I know when that heater turns on, and I know when it turns off.
Dude, same. Because it also... You can see the line when the audio goes. Like, if it's a dead line, you know it's... Yes.
And then you can see it end in just silence.
Yes. Definitely. I fucking hate that thing, though. I think we're going to have to start turning it off whenever we record, though.
Yeah, no, because it's cold as balls outside. And I'm going to mention right now, that is a horrible way to put it. Because balls are never that cold.
You're the one that said it.
I know, but it's a commonly used phrase.
So I wanted to bring this up in the last episode. We shot a vlog before that episode. Episode 4 is literally being recorded right after episode 3 was done. That's how pre-recorded our shit is.
Yes, we
but,
literally have 4 podcasts ready, and we haven't even uploaded one yet.
I mean, not at this point in time, but I mean, eventually.
Yes. I'm gonna be honest, this is actually really fun, just recording ourselves talk to each other. I enjoy it a lot.
And not even recording it. Or not even uploading it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's just fun, nonetheless.
Yeah. But, so, I'm gonna get up like a giddy little girl because I haven't filmed the end of the vlog as to the aftermath. And I'm gonna see how the fucking Orbees in the bathtub are doing.
Oh my god, dude.
Great.
Hold that. You two hold the conversation.
They're doing just fine.
You know, I went in there not too long ago with those Orbees.
Shit, they're massive.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Oh, I really hope the mic can pick you up because I can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I'm playing in a bathtub of Orbees.
That is not what I thought you were doing.
Yeah, no, for a second I thought he was taking a whiz.
Dude, these are massive.
They're gonna be bigger in the next, 12 hours, give or take.
Oh yeah.
Way bigger.
By this time tomorrow,
They'll be big.
that bathtub is gonna be fucking heaven.
Do you work today?
Yeah, I do work today.
Fuck.
I work 3 to 11 a day.
God damn it.
I told Kim we'd be doing rent at 1 or 2.
I'll put Orbees in a cup.
Okay.
Alright, I need to get into some context with what's going on here. We are grown-ass adults. And Elijah and I had never experienced Orbees before.
Okay, now I really will go take a piss.
Good for you, sir. No, literally one day, I was at Walmart, and for some godforsaken reason, there was this pack of Orbees in the movie section, and I had to buy them. I don't know why. I was just like, I'm gonna buy these. I don't care. $3, solid. So I bought them. And then Elijah and I proceeded to go get more Orbees, and we're throwing them in our bathtub. So, prayers for our plumbing. But, honestly, it's probably going to be worth it. I'm going to be honest.
Echo's gonna love it.
Oh my god, that baby is going to love it. It's going to take a minute to try and get her not to fucking eat it, but she'll love it. God,
Okay,
Jamie,
but here's also for context. Sorry to interrupt you, but so the pack of Orbeez Canyon bought was off-brand Orbeez. They're legit water beads, and so I don't even know how many come in a bag. And then when we went to the store, and I thought, hey, let's record the vlog. That's when we bought 3 packs of Orbeez, and for those of you that don't know, about 1,000 come in a pack of Orbeez.
Yeah, about 1,000. And those packs of Orbeez was tiny. The off-brand Orbeez that I bought, the water beads, that was a thick bag. So I'm going to assume that there is approximately 7,000 Orbeez in our bathtub right now.
There is no way there are 7,000 Orbeez in our bathtub.
You also have to take into account the clear ones that you cannot see.
Son of a bitch.
That is just an assumption, just based on the size of the original package of the off-brand and the size of the package of the Orbeez.
Might I add, over a Blue Yeti, your voice, boner-inducing.
That's disgusting.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you make this podcast more sexual than it needs to be, that face that you're giving me right now tells me that that's your plan.
No, but it can be.
Might as well just have sex on the podcast.
No!
There goes our monetization. I'm fucking with the gain again.
No, I'm not gonna touch nothing because when I see that peak, it makes me so happy.
I want to try keeping it around the same area it was when I was just cardioid. Except my dumbass didn't realize that my microphone was backwards.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
But
This
it was...
dude had his mic flipped backwards and he was talking into the ass end of his mic for every podcast until now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess technically with bidirectional, or the first 2, since they were in bidirectional, it doesn't count.
Good job, sir.
But, yeah. But it still stayed between around like 30 to 24 to 18 decibels in the gain. Fucking excuse me.
I'm going to tell everyone right now that they need to get used to me getting close to this mic. Because now that I have the ability to do so, I will.
Yeah, but it's not an ASMR channel, so don't be a prick. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm a child.
Dude.
Shocker.
It's not a shocker. It's
So,
the truth.
yes, everything is pre-recorded as fuck. Everything will be pre-recorded as fuck. But might I add, I am irritated right now.
Why are you irritated?
Because I wanted podcast 1 to be the first thing up on the channel. And we can't figure out why the fuck we can't export it out of Premiere as anything but an audio file.
No, literally, it is exporting it as like a folder with no actual playable segments to it. I think it's like a POV or not POV, a PVE or something stupid like that.
Nah, PVE sounds more correct. But this is what's irritating to me, and it's not the fact that we're just gonna upload it as an audio file. It's that I went in and I recorded about a good chunk of Madden as background because I'm trying to play in my face of the franchise on Madden 21. And so I recorded portions of that, and I took the time to fucking edit all of that and mesh it together so it looked perfect. And for some reason, we cannot export it into the proper file. So I might fuck around with that before Canyon goes to sleep and try exporting it again.
Like,
and then play more Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
After looking at it and going through the export process, I couldn't find a drop down to be able to change what it exports as. It like wouldn't pop up anything. So I don't know if there's like a thing in the settings that's causing that to happen, or I'm just retarded.
It also doesn't have one of those directories to where you can type in whether you want it to go into like a certain folder or to the desktop specifically.
Yeah, it's like all of that stuff that we were used to using with Premiere when we were in our film class. It's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And it might be an issue when it comes to using a Microsoft computer compared to Windows.
No.
Microsoft and...
You dipshit. We were running Mac.
I know, but I couldn't remember. It was Microsoft and Mac.
You, dude, I'm gonna throw up.
I'm having an aneurysm right now. Don't mind me.
Except now that's also an issue. It's like everything is exactly the same though, on both. So I don't know why it's doing that because it honestly shouldn't be different between the Mac OS and Windows.
It shouldn't be. But the thing that I don't understand is you got Apple computers, they're good for editing. Because that's what most Apple computers are used for, is for editing and like, you know, that basic kind of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
More Windows, they're more used for, you know, the gaming and, you know, holding mass servers and all that kind of stuff. But I don't understand what's going on there when there's an application that you can use on Mac, Windows, and Linux. For fuck's sake, you can use it on Linux, and yet our dumbasses can't figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
There wasn't even a text prompt in there to allow us to change the name when we were exporting it. I couldn't find one. What's up with that?
I have no idea. So, you haven't really said a word. You're now on your phone. Speaking of which,
this
set your phones to do not disturb.
This isn't a conversation I'm a part of. I have no clue what you're talking about, so.
That's why we're jumping ship, and we are now going to talk about. So, Canyon, coming into this, we obviously, we weren't really expecting vlogs, but that now is a thing.
Yes.
The channel is really going to be centered more around gaming. Now, I know you have your own interest. Please choose your options wisely. What were you wanting to upload?
I have no idea.
Really?
Yes.
I honestly was expecting Jasmine to be more like, I want to do more kind of like gaming stuff, except more of the games that she's interested in.
Well, yeah.
Like Skyrim?
Please, for the love of fuck, don't turn this into like, I'm going to upload a few makeup videos here and there.
Maybe I will. What's it to you?
The channel's centered more around gaming. That's like the most popcorn fucking channel ever.
Yeah,
We're gonna upload vlogs, gaming content, whatever the fuck else we were gonna do, and makeup videos.
Why not?
Except you only have like 2 videos on your like real channel.
I deleted my real channel.
Oh wow. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, she only had like 2 videos on there. One that was supposed to be like a trailer video for her old channel as to like what to expect, and then it was just like a cover for a song.
No, there was also a makeup video I put on there too.
Oh.
You know, it's kind of like on my channel. I only have 3 videos on there.
And they're all our short films.
Yep, the short films that I'm involved with, anyway.
And we're not going to talk about my train wreck.
You have you got a decent following there, so I wouldn't call it.
Canyon, I don't even have 40 subscribers.
No, but you have a lot of videos.
That's because I was so dedicated to it that like, and that's why we wanted this to be a thing, because I wanted to put more time and effort into like more content creation, because like, and I've said it before, I think in episode 1 or 2, I'm inspired by like so many different YouTubers, and that this is also why I'm like passionate about it, and it's relevant in a way. Film and television made that more a thing for me, because like I got to make things I wanted, and I was actually able to put more time and effort into fucking editing everything, because I was actually taught how to do that.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna interrupt you here. I'm gonna turn off this fucking heater.
Yeah, you do that. Whereas like my previous videos, they were more centered around doing everything in one take, and now I guess I have more freedom and power, and I don't know. I guess I feel a sense of pride now that we're doing this, and I feel more of a commitment towards it now. I mean, I always felt that sense of commitment with my channel, but just with everything having to be done in one take, having no way of really editing everything, So I guess, fine, if you really want to, you can upload makeup videos. I actually need to give you both the account email and the password so that you guys can actually access the channel when you guys need to upload anything.
Honestly, I'll probably just leave the gaming stuff for this one and then make my own channel to upload my own things on.
But then again, this is our baby, so I probably shouldn't slander you for wanting to put makeup videos up there. But
we all should be putting at least something towards it.
I mean, yeah, this is our baby. All of our names are meshed into it.
Yes. But something that we definitely will need to do, and I don't care how long it takes, I want to upload a whole ass full length film to this fucking channel.
Fucking Canyon over here is still salty about our short films and wants to make more.
Dude, every single short film that we have ever tried to work on never worked out because of stupid shit.
Yeah, you know why that was? Because the one that I wanted to make was supposed to be... And I feel like shit because most of the stories behind our short films were mainly more my idea. I never really had... I really basically told you, we're running with my idea. I don't give a shit about what you say. I feel like a dick about it. But, like, with that one, it was supposed to be taking this whole turn on, like, vigilantism in my own brain. And, like, my own origin story and everything. And... fucking, you have a shit immune system and you were never at school my sophomore year, so that's why we didn't get a good one at all, because I wanted some things to be shot on location, and because you were never there and I relied on you to be my driver, could never film anything.
Yeah,
and I could never really ever get anything done because we also had Nate in our group, and I couldn't do dick.
Let's not bring up names of other people. Like
oh,
that.
please. Who's going to figure that out?
No. But, just out of respect for him. He was a cool guy. But, he was a little slow. But, anyway.
Okay, now that's a dead giveaway. Fucking piece of shit.
You Because I'm an asshole.
Don't use names. More details.
I'm mentally retarded. I'm sorry.
You are.
I am, yeah. But let's move on from that, right? We were having issues trying to get everything set up the way we wanted to. The first film, it went from trying to be a vandalism type of story with like a superhero, you know.
Vigilantism story.
Fuck you. I'll say it however the fuck I want. Cunt.
We don't use that word on this channel. We may not be family friendly, but that takes it a step too far.
Sorry.
No, you're
Bitch.
not, you fucking asshole.
Anyway, it went from being trying to be this like progressive story to literally a dude getting a random ass text that has like trying to open up a plot that leads to nothing, to then him getting his ass beat by a school bully,
And it leads to nothing.
and then it leads to nothing, and it was an absolute dumpster fire of shit. But we still managed to chuckle at it with the stupid things that we did in the editing with it.
Yeah. And then we wanted to try again and make more of like a comedy similar to Dumb and Dumber with our next one. And then that one was still a bit of a... Actually, I love that one, but we could have done better.
We could have developed it better. But with the footage that we had and the fact that we were running out of time, with the fact that at this point, for the first film, I wasn't showing up to school. This second film, you weren't showing up to school. So it was like a little vicious circle of fuck you at that point. But
It was also just our luck because, like, we weren't really given a really big window as we were the previous year. So, yeah, that's also why that was a massive train wreck.
But the second one, the unwanted road trip, the editing on that one kind of saved it, honestly. Because the first one, the editing, we were just getting really starting to actually get used to editing. This one, it's my senior year, your junior year.
Yeah.
We're better at editing. We're actually, a part of our school's newscast program.
Yes.
And so we got a lot better at editing, being able to do all that kind of cool stuff. So I'm going in there, adding those stupid ass zooms, putting subtitles in there, and it was just horrible. But it was great at the same time, like the Room movie. It's an absolute shit movie, but it's also a cult classic because it's fucking terrible.
Fucking... Here's a little BTS. Little does anybody know, but for some of that short film, Jasmine was actually in it. You just didn't know it.
She was in the back seat of that video.
Yeah, she was in the backseat of the car hiding under a blanket. Why? Have no fucking clue.
I was ditching glass.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to slap her, though, because she wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Laying down in the back seat while we recorded that. And I honestly am surprised no one figured it out.
Yeah. We drove all the way to Glen Rock and back
Yeah.
just to do that. And then that little bit where we're complaining about Chinese food.
We literally sat in the mall parking lot.
We literally sat in the mall parking lot.
Right next to GameStop.
And it was because we literally wanted to go to GameStop before we went back to class.
Dude. Lance was on one that year, though.
Yeah, he was.
Because, like, I know we had to hide the fact that we were at GameStop. Because if he had figured it out, he'd have lost it.
Yup.
And I would have been an anchor that year, except I was a little anxious because the band was in our classroom, and I accidentally said "fuck" over an open mic, and he lost his shit. And I wasn't able to do that.
Yeah, it was kind of a controlling year that year, and I was very glad to have gotten out of that situation. because no one was getting along. Like, after, just be straight with you, after you dropped out, a lot of other people started dropping out of the class. Not school entirely, but they were dropping
Well, yeah, out of the class.
Yeah, they were dropping out of the class because our teacher was getting to the point where every little thing would upset him. Because, props to this man, he is an amazing man, and I love him to death. But that year, his dog died. And his dog...
Dude, make it sound so vicious. His dog had
His dog passed away.
Yes, thank you. That makes me feel better.
But that dog, by the way that man was living, he was a single man living with his dog, basically making houses really cool by painting on the walls and then moving to a new house and doing the same exact fucking
I
thing.
have no idea why he would do that.
I don't know why he does that either, but he does it.
Like,
But
legit had all these murals painted in his garage and then decided... Well, I mean, with the first one, though, it made more sense. It's because, like, his neighbors were being all just assholes.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, this isn't a safe environment. We're just going to leave. That one made sense. And then he did it again for whatever fucking reason.
Yeah, no, he's like, I can't stay in one place at one, like, for a long time. Which I guess I can get. But, like, back onto the conversation. His dog had just passed away, so he was going through a lot of stress. His best friend that he has spent years of his life with had just died. So I can understand that he was going through his grieving process. But it was the fact that the students in that class that year were very entitled. We had one, I'm just going to be honest, anti-man in that class. And
Yeah.
she and him did not get along at all. And they always argued every day over something stupid. And it wouldn't even be anything related to anything. Like, she could say, I don't like this one realtor that would magically, by coincidence, be a friend of the teacher's, and he would then get mad because she was talking shit on one of his friends. Right? Justifiably so. But it never worked out because no one was getting along and everyone was dropping out because no one could get their shit together. It was a horrible fucking year. And I'm glad that that was my last year. But one thing that I definitely need to gloat is that I did manage to get one film into the
Yeah, at least into the
festival.
film festival.
Into the film festival. It didn't win anything, but I don't care about winning something. The moment I was able to catch the audience's attention and hear everyone go, oh, made me happy. Just a sigh of sadness in one of the scenes. I was like, yes.
I'm sad though because I had opportunities. I had 3 opportunities to try and get a film into the festival, and I couldn't do it. And then Lance automatically decides I'm not doing film festival anymore.
Yep.
Pissed me off.
Yeah, I was like, really? We were the last ones to be able to participate in all that stuff. And that's cool, but also it's kind of sad because it was very heartwarming to be able to try your hardest on something and then get recognized for it. But now you have the students nowadays. Now, because of Mr. 19 being around, it wasn't probably going to happen anyway. But now that students don't have that option anymore, it kind of, what's the point of them making their own personal films now? They don't have anything to look up to. They don't have anything to try and strive for. And it was that striving for something is what made our want for making good films work out.
And I think that's also what meshes into like the relevance of this channel and like wanting to make films. It's that I want to put good stuff out there, so I'm going to try my best. And we want to make a good film and put that out there and have it be recognized by more than just the city. So
yeah. And then you have to take into consideration that we both really like our video games. Like me, I'm sitting here shitting my pants waiting for Persona 5 Strikers to fucking come out this month. I'm losing my goddamn
You
mind.
better get a capture card soon, there, bud.
Dude, fuck. I don't even care anymore. I'm gonna download a fucking capture on my computer, and fuck Persona 5 Royal. I'm gonna play fucking Persona 5 Strikers for the first game. I don't give a shit. And then I'll record Persona 5 Royal afterwards and be like, hey, just watch it in this order, it'll be fine. But
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna do that.
No. But like, I'm so excited for this game. And back onto the normal topic, I want to try and bring as much as I can to this channel. I want to try and make something of it because honestly, I want to be able to bring something out there that I'm proud of. I want something that I can say, I made that, and be fully proud of it.
So before I run into a topic so that you can actually talk, because we're 31 minutes and you've hardly said a word. Well, okay. You've hardly really said a whole lot.
Because there's nothing for me to say.
Except for maybe what you would want to put out. I mean, I know similar, I guess not as similar to us, you were able to take photography going to the school you went to.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess for what we want, since it's more video related, we wouldn't really do more photography.
Well, I mean,
Unless it came to making thumbnails, though.
no, you also have to take into consideration that photography also helps with
Well, yeah.
video production as well because she has more skills when it comes to being able to find that perfect angle, that perfect lighting, that perfect everything like that. Main reason why she's got that hollow light sitting right here.
I am good at that.
And then just right before we go more into that, I hate it when you tell me that everything fell to shit after I dropped out of school.
No, it fell to shit for me. Because my only friend in that fucking class left. So I had to deal with all of the assholes and dumbasses for the rest of the fucking year. And the fact that I was a part of the head crew that year, I was losing my mind. Because being a person in power, especially in a school environment, a student telling other students what to do is not really that healthy of a situation.
Well, yeah.
Because ain't no fucking way I'm gonna go up to someone and be like, hey, can you kindly change this? And they'll be like, no, fuck you. It's like, I can't do that. It's the same thing when I was in tech school. I was put in a higher up position because the cadre thought, oh, because you know how to take care of a room, you should be a leader. It's like, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face, jackass. Now I have to take care of 7 people in my squad, and I still get my ass chewed out because I decided to... I was lucky enough to get the bad squad, but anyway.
Well, it's just from the way you describe it, it seems more like I'm kind of the glue that held the whole class together, because, yeah, with the way you describe it, it's almost like the moment I vanish from the equation, everything goes to the fucking fan.
No, like how it went through my eyes was the moment you left, it slowly progressed. I didn't see very much of an issue. Now, yeah, there was those little bit of a problem that we were having with our teacher and other individuals in the class. But that's something normal that I would assume be in every class. Because every year when I was in Mazzy's class, there was always drama about something. Every year. No, except my freshman year. My freshman year, I was sitting there in a class full of hot chicks, and I was like, I am in heaven right now.
I'm in heaven. That's why I took cooking my sophomore year.
Dude, same.
And why I love Miss King, and she's my favorite teacher of all
Dude, you
time.
want to know something that made me sad? I took cooking my senior year because they were like, you need to take classes, but you don't need any more elective credits, so just pick classes and just to sit in them. The grades didn't even matter. So I was like, alright, I'll take cooking. I get free food and I can sit in a room with a bunch of hot chicks. That year, literally there's only 2 girls in that fucking class. Everyone else was a dude. I was like, you all had the same fucking idea, didn't you? And they're like, yup. We're unlucky fuckers, aren't we? It's like, yep.
Well, that was my mindset going into it as a teenager, but really I was like, I get to learn how to cook.
Yeah. And I'm actually glad that I was able to experience that. Now, am I good at cooking? Probably not, but I can cook.
I wish you guys would apply that here in the house and cook your own damn food.
Let me put this into perspective. I get paid to work in a fucking kitchen.
Okay.
Do I get paid to cook for you people here?
Do
No.
I get paid?
No, but it's always so fucking appreciated.
No, it's not. Every time I cook, you have something to complain about. But Canyon loves it every time.
Let's not involve household problems.
You know what? Then go
Or
find
contract.
yourself a man who won't talk shit on your cooking, because it's
Yeah, I will.
shit.
Okay, I need to disagree with you to the highest extent. Okay? Your bitch ass wouldn't even eat her fucking chili the other night.
That's because I'm not a fan of chili.
Dude, it was so fucking good, though.
I'm also an extremely picky eater, so if I look at something and it's
Not
like chili,
visually appetizing to
yeah,
you,
I'm like, that's fucking gross.
so you won't
I will
eat
not
sloppy Joe.
touch it. Fuck no.
Sloppy Joe's gross, so
You don't like sloppy Joe? What the fuck's wrong with y'all?
That shit can go to hell.
it's weird. It's
You know what?
weird.
You two are perfect for each other. Just marry each other.
You're the one who had a child with her. You really think that's gonna work?
That might be another one of the equation, but
Yeah, I know. They might
A topic
be
for
adding
later.
Another child into this household.
a topic for later.
But by then, we'll hopefully be in like a 3 or 4 bedroom house, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll see. Would you like stop that?
Stop what?
Just kind of dropping things on the table.
Sorry.
We had a problem with that just in like our first podcast episode, because you could tell like every time I was even if I would touch the pads of my fingertips on the table, you could tell.
Yeah,
Like
you
the
would
mic
hear
would
it.
pick it up as
I've
like
been
a
lifting my
thud.
arms and stuff off the table, but I can't hear it because I'm trying to be as fucking soft as I can. Because I don't like holding my vape in my hand while I'm talking most of the time, so I like to set it down, but you can hear me.
Yeah, I can like hardly hear that, and then
My end is probably like fucking an earthquake is dropping everything out of the fucking sky on my end.
yeah, that's why after I put my phone into do not disturb, I had to like set it down quietly.
Yeah. That's why I have my phone on this little pocket of whatever. I'm not even going to mention it, but I have shit over here off the table, so I don't. Anyway.
Don't you work tomorrow?
Nope.
Ah,
I work on Friday.
so you're the only one who works.
Yeah, because I'm the lucky one here. No, I had to work that 12 to 8, but the one thing that's nice about 12 to 8 is that by 6 o'clock and later, it gets so slow that there's no point in there being 2 people there. So usually the 12 to 8 will say, fuck y'all, and dip out. So that's what I did.
So this is really important. What time do you work Friday?
8:30 to 4:30.
What time do you work on Friday?
I think I have Friday off.
Good, because I have to be to work at 2, and someone needs to watch the child.
That's fine.
At least till she gets home. Then your ass can just go back to sleep and do whatever the fuck you want.
Like, I just need to recheck my schedule, but I'm pretty sure I don't work on Friday.
Okay, good, because with my parents out of town, I have no one to watch this kid.
Oh, they're not taking her this weekend, huh?
Yeah, we're stuck with her all weekend.
Book.
That's why I was more willing to let them take her,
No.
but topic for later.
Can we? Oh my god. Might have to scrap this one.
That's her fault.
No, we're literally, 38 minutes in on my end, probably 39 on yours.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been either complete silence, us talking, silence from you, and then the little bits of, family issues that we're having here. Because we're a nice little family here. Right?
Duh. How do you think it's so easy for us to stay up till 1 in the fucking morning doing podcast? It's not like you're over at my place or I'm over at yours. It's more... Actually, the truth of it is you live with me now because you are my only friend and I'm not losing that. So I'm dragging you around for the rest of my life like we're conjoined fucking twins. And so she doesn't like that idea, but
I mean,
Someday Kenny's got to get a life of his own.
I have my own life.
he's also free to do that. It's just easier for us to live together because then no one really loses touch with one another. That's always what happens with me.
No, that happens with everyone. Life goes on. Things happen in your life so that you don't have much time for your friends that you had in high school, right? I had really good friends in high school. We all have that group. We still have that group chat. All of us joined the military. We're all in separate places now. All of us. I'm still at home. Friend Kyle, he's in DC right now. My friend Bryson, he's in Georgia. Fucking Shad, I don't even know where he is. He doesn't really talk to us very much anymore. Because he's always got his shit going on. Because life always moves forward.
Well, it's just more with me that's an issue because since I'm so focused on games and I have to work the schedule I do, I never really talk to anybody.
Yeah, it's just things happen in everyone's lives after you get out of high school. Nothing's going to turn out the way you want it to after high school. I remember my graduation day, I went out with those 3 friends of mine, and we literally drove around to different places so that we could get custom-made stickers, so we can get all this stuff, so that we could make and design our graduation caps. And it was a really fun day, but it was also like we tried to do all of this in like an hour before we had to go to our graduation practice, which was the biggest fucking waste of time on the planet. There's no point in rehearsing walking. The fuck? That's one thing I hate. It's like, oh, we have to make this graduation perfect. Someone's still gonna fuck it up somehow.
They're gonna show up high off their ass, drunk off their tits.
Oh my god.
You weren't, though.
I didn't even show up to my graduation.
That's one thing.
I could facepalm so hard because that's something we're like priding ourselves on with our kids, because like our child, her grandparents didn't graduate from high school. Her piece of shit dad didn't graduate from high school, but her mom did.
Barely.
Didn't even go to her fucking graduation.
It's a waste of time.
It is.
I mean, you sit there for 4 hours just listening to somebody call out names of all the people who graduated. Like, I give a fuck.
Like, wanna know something? I probably knew, of the graduating class, probably 7 people.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 of them I was friends with.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them, I couldn't give a flying rat's ass about. There's a couple of those guys that I saw from graduation that I didn't really know, but I knew them by their face. Come in, they buy themselves a Garcia Vega so that they can get themselves hot with crack.
That's great. Here, you continue that conversation. If I don't charge this laptop, we're gonna lose this whole recording.
Yeah. No, like, it's not even funny. Like, the number of kids that are my age that I see come into my store to buy Garcia Vegas, you can tell the difference between the people that come in that buy a Garcia Vega to smoke them versus the ones that use the glass that they come in to make a crack pipe. You can tell the difference. You know why? Because the people that smoke them buy 3 to 4 of them or more. The ones that smoke crack with them buy 1 to 2 of them. That's it. Because you can reuse the glass until it's no longer usable. Another way you can tell, they don't want the glass. I have had plenty of people come in, buy a Garcia Vega, and be like, hey, can you throw the glass away for me? They'd be like, yeah, thank you. One decent soul.
One decent soul.
What the hell is a Garcia Vegas?
It's a little cigar in a glass tube with a cork on it.
Why? What is the
Fuck,
point?
I don't know.
Design purposes.
Like, it's supposed to be like some high quality cigar. It's like this tiny little cigar that you have to pay like $1.67 for. For this tiny, a singular cigar. Like, why?
Silly.
But I mean, it's cheaper than actually going out and trying to buy a full-on fucking crack pipe.
Yeah.
So, people will just buy a Garcia Vega and then make a makeshift one. So, I mean, whatever. Or, you got those people that decide that they're going to go into the bathrooms and shoot up. Because people like that exist.
Wow, this podcast took a really dark turn.
I mean, like, seriously, the amount of shit I have to deal with when I'm at work. Like, a normal night for a grave would be, like, maybe 3 or 4 crackheads come in, buy a Garcia Vega, already high off their fucking rocker. They leave. Then you got that one person, probably on meth, comes in, talks to you about all of their life choices for 2 hours, and then you have to threaten police for them to fucking leave. And then you got that person that'll come in, shoot up in the bathroom, leave, come back, leave, come back, leave, come back, leave, and then finally they just disappear somewhere, and you're like, well, I wonder if they died.
Or they're sleeping under the bridge.
And then you got those people that just want to come in, get some snacks, and they're dumb enough to slip, bust their head open on the concrete outside, and still come inside, buy their shit, and leave. How do you do that? How do you walk up to a store, slip, smack your face on the pavement, split your skull open, bleed everywhere, and yet still come in, buy your snacks, and say, have a good night?
It's just a flesh
snacks.
wound. I don't know. Ask Jasmine.
How do you do that shit?
I'm sure she's experienced in that.
Like, I mean, how, though? Like, literally the dude comes in, and we're all like, do you need an ambulance? Are you okay? Because that's a lot of blood that you're tracking into my establishment that I'm gonna have to fucking clean up.
Fucking gross.
No? You just want to come in and buy some Skittles? Cool.
Great.
You just want to come in and buy some Skittles?
Only a foodie would understand.
It's like, what? I think my health, when it comes to blood squirting out of my forehead, is a little more important.
Than my goddamn Skittles.
Yeah.
Dude, people are fucked in the head, though. They'll do anything for them Skittles.
I mean,
Skittles
Skittles are great. But then, you got M&M's making fucking, what, key lime pie flavored Skittles?
Disgusting.
M&Ms.
Don't even know.
No, literally, we have a pack of M&M's flavored key lime pie.
Dude,
No.
that's great.
Gross.
Disgusting.
I love key lime pie. You both are fucking
No,
assholes.
like, okay,
Ugh.
key lime pie. Go ahead, love it as much as you want. But the moment you take something that's great and then you try and make it into a candy,
That's a problem.
that's a problem. It's the same thing as a fucking weird ass company that made ranch soda. I love ranch, but there ain't no way in God's name I'm gonna fucking drink ranch flavored soda.
Sorry.
It's fucking gross.
I don't know. Some people say it's not that bad.
Based on the fact that it looks like cum and it probably smells like it too, I don't want anything to do with it.
I wouldn't either. Gross.
But a lot of those soda companies that just decide to make a soda flavor out of random bullshit makes no sense.
Yeah, but they
Like-
also make a lot of money because there's those people that are like, is this really as bad as it is? And then they buy it, try it, and they're like, ah, shit, never gonna do that again. And guess what? They go out, buy more of it, and then give it to their friends. That's how they make. That's how they make their money. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Fucking ranch soda, peanut butter soda,
Fucking peanut butter and jelly soda.
I've never heard of these.
fucking cream soda. Well, actually, cream soda is the shit.
Cream soda's fucking
I'm taking
good.
that one away. Next thing you know, you see ads like, "Do you love Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Do you do you like seeing him sweat when he wrestles? Then try fucking rock flavored soda."
This is flavored to his sweat. Oh, are you so obsessed with him? Do you have a full ass cutout standing in your room right now? Well, here you go. The Rock sweat flavored soda.
Gross.
We're fucked in the head. That's why we're such good friends.
No, I guarantee you that's gonna be a fucking thing. Cause I mean, like,
People become
Japan.
so desperate.
fucking Japan, right?
Octopus flavored soda.
No, you can go and buy used panties from a fucking vending machine in Japan.
Japan also has like those vending machines that give you like instant noodles.
Well, those are cool.
That's
Right.
different from used freaking underwear.
Well, I mean, but Japan's just trying to do everything.
Well, Japan also has a different culture than us, so that what they think is normal there is weird to us. Because, I mean, like, you got 3-year-olds being allowed to watch basically people fucking on TV on a kid's channel. So, I mean, like, you know, it's just their culture in general. But then you have to take into consideration, like, anime, right? Do you personally think you care what one of the main protagonists of an anime smells like? Because apparently Japan does. They have cologne that's like, oh, this is what he smells like. Here's a cologne for this random ass cartoon character.
I mean, if I had the
Goku
opportunity,
cologne.
Yeah, Goku cologne. And
Your
then
lame ass would buy that. I know that for a fact.
I would fucking buy that. Just to have it sit on my wall. What were you saying? I apologize.
no, I mean, if I had the opportunity to buy what like some hot anime man smells like, I would do it.
They would probably do that for female characters too. Jasmine
They
would
do.
be like, fucking Asuna from Sword Art Online's hot as shit. I'm gonna buy her perfume.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah, I
exactly.
would.
See, like, it makes sense, but it's also like, why?
Yeah.
Then you
Why
also
does that
have, you
exist?
know, like, oh, hey, here's soap that Optimus Prime uses that you can get from fucking in the US. And it's like,
What?
a robot takes a shower? That makes sense.
Fucking Optimus is in his 60s, and because of how much he cares about his hygiene, his joints are going to shit.
Dude.
I thought that'd be funnier than it came out to be.
No, that's probably what happened in Age of Extinction. He's all this old, rusted up fucking truck. The only reason
It's
he
that
got-
hygiene, bro.
It's that hygiene. It was like, I gotta take a shower now. Gotta act as human as possible so I don't get taken down. That's why he's all rusted and shit. Falling.
I thought you were gonna bring up Jetfire, but I'm like, my brain just finally thought it was like, nah, it makes sense. He's been sitting dormant for like 80 years.
Many years without any power to his Allspark. And then just that little bit of that shard from the actual Allspark to his spark. And he's like, oh my god, I can kick your ass. But I can barely stand up because for some reason I can transform and have a cane.
Dude, it's his like front landing gear.
I know. His front landing gear is a cane. So are you telling me that this man had a cane when he could actually walk normally? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Or was this some, like, piece of shit whacking stick that he had? He was like, oh,
It's a
shit.
weapon.
Yeah, oh, this is a weapon. Well, slap. Oh, it broke. Fuck.
Dude, now that we talk about Jetfire, when Activision made their War for Cybertron, when they made Fall for Cybertron, fucking Troy Baker, Jetfire.
Your fucking
Oh.
obsession with Troy Baker. Oh my god.
Dude, that dude is amazing. Not only is he a voice actor, but he makes music. And you can find it on Spotify.
This is not an ad.
I'm obsessed with voice actors. I feel like they deserve as much recognition as actors.
They do, yes. Something that I've also thought about was, what would I be like as a voice actor? But then I'm also like, I can't change my voice very much. Like, at all.
Nolan North can't really do that either, but he's done dozens.
Well, yeah. Because most of the time you need to be playing characters that that kind of voice fits, right?
Mm.
Like, what kind of character is going to fit my voice? A prepubescent child that's 12 years old? Probably.
And that's why it fucked with people, because, like, everyone knew Troy Baker was Aaron Black in Mortal Kombat XL because he sounded exactly the same. But he changed it going into Mortal Kombat 11, so we didn't know that Troy Baker was still voicing Aaron Black because he made him sound more Western, more outlaw. And it was great.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing about voice actors. They can change their voices basically at will. You know, like the voice actor for fucking SpongeBob.
Fucking Tom Kenny.
Dude, that guy, his actual voice, I'd listen to that. His normal voice, I'd fucking listen to that and fall asleep.
And that's why I love, like, cartoon voice actors, because they also do sound effects. Like,
yep.
Fucking Frank Welker. He's Megatron in the original, like, show for Transformers. He's also Fred Jones from Scooby-Doo. And he's also Abu from the original Aladdin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and that's why I also like Troy Baker, though, because, like, that man can pretty much, and not necessarily do what Frank Welker can, but to an extent, because, like, when he did Jetfire for Fall of Cybertron, he did it all in, like, a British accent.
Yeah. It's like you could also take into consideration Pro ZD. He is an Asian voice actor, and he can do a woman's voice, a really deep, manly voice, and then he can do a child's voice. He can do all kinds of stuff. The crazy things that someone can do when they train their voice to be able to make all these different types of sounds, it's crazy, and I love it.
Here's another thing that blew my mind, though. In that exact same game, not only was Troy Baker Jetfire, he was also Jazz. You know, you being a Transformers fan, I thought you'd find that a little interesting, but
I find that pretty cool.
did you know Peter Cullen got the inspiration of the voice of Optimus Prime from his brother?
Nope.
Yeah, so like the way he tells the story, it was he was living with his brother at the time when he was trying to do the audition for Optimus Prime. And so, like, he was trying different voices and how to make him sound like a great character. And his brother, being like this war vet, after Peter told his brother, like, the character he was trying to do, his brother, I think, looked at him and said, don't play like a fake leader. Be one of those leaders that he said something about being gentle as a leader that stuck with Peter Cullen. So when he went into that audition, whatever went through his brain went through just right, and that's why Peter Cullen is Optimus Prime to this day. And I love that story, actually.
Yeah, it's a very, like, uplifting story.
Oh yeah.
Like, to be frank, individuals that go behind enemy lines and they get into dangerous situations like that, either they come back with PTSD and they have a lot of mental issues, or they come back with a lot of, like, experience, but not experience when it comes to, you know, like, a normal thing that you would say you have experience in. They come in, like, being able to give good advice, but in a really weird way. Now, that may not make much sense, but with that story that you gave, him just giving him that little tidbit of advice, he was able to morph an entire voice around it.
Yeah, and then keep it going for as long as he did.
Yeah.
Because that's a pretty idolized character.
But let's be honest,
in history.
Though, the Optimus Prime speeches that he be having to his Autobots, That shit.
Dude, that shit's inspirational.
Dude, that'd be having me standing up in the fucking movie theater ready to fight Decepticons. Like, I was ready.
I was
like,
fucking
fuck yeah,
ready to
man.
go.
Let's do it.
And then here's another thing, because I'm still infatuated with voice actors. Did you know that Peter Cullen also did sound effects for The Predator?
No.
Yeah. That's all Peter Cullen.
Didn't Troy Baker voice the actor in that game that you bought me with like the sheep and climbing upstairs during his dreams and stuff?
The fuck?
It's like Charlotte. It's not Charlotte.
Catherine.
Catherine,
Yes, Troy Baker
yes.
voices a character in there.
Catherine.
Troy Baker's resume is pretty long.
Extensive.
But he does such an amazing job.
I'm ready for bed.
And I'm ready for an outro.
Alrighty. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening to this podcast of randomness, which it's always going to be. Y'all have a good night. And don't suck your dick.